the court. That is going to be October 26th, and that's information that just came into me less than half an hour ago from our athletic director, where they had meetings with the other athletic directors in our region. Also, please be aware that we do have report cards ready to go. Those will send out on October 23rd. There's also a special presentation for breast cancer, and that takes place on 9 a.m. Ms. Flora will be providing additional information. And on one last note, an important note for us, we've had the pleasure of working with our 6 principals at each one of our schools. And I want you to know that we could not be more proud than to have the individual on board with us. It is month. Our Board of Trustees did honor our principals last week, and we just want to make you aware that it is Principals Month, and if you can send our principals just even an email or do a shout out on Twitter, whatever it is you can do, to recognize the service of our principals, it is surely appreciated. We are proud to have them on our team. And that's what we have right now. Hand it over back to Flor so she can do the introduction of Mr. Obed Hernandez. Ms. Flor?
Yes, next we have Mr. Obed Hernandez. He's the Instructional Technology Officer for San Elizario District, and he'll be giving us a presentation on how to access the parent portal, Google Classroom, and HelloID. Go ahead, Mr. Obed.
Okay. Good afternoon, parents. Good evening. Horacio, you think I can get share access? There you go.
Good to go. Yes.
Thank you. Okay. Well, good afternoon, parents. Again, thank you very much for being here today. I know it's been a long day. You guys are getting home. But today, what I want to talk to you about, the theme is the more that we know, the better we can help our students. So it's just some tools to know about, virtual learning and, just everyday things that can help you understand a little bit better what your student is going through and how you can be there to support him. Some of the table of contents of today, we'll talk about the parent portal, how to access your child's grades, attendance, and much more. We're going to look at HelloID resource is like a one-stop shop to access all the district resources, especially the ones that are being used by your child at their campus. Google Classroom for parents, so how to get weekly and daily notifications for all your child's Google Classrooms, and then just something about how you can contact me for instructional support. So before I start, I just want to I want to read this quote, and it's a quote that I've carried on for a very long time in my life. It's by Nelson Mandela, leader of South Africa, activist, worldwide activist. And one of the things that he said is that education is the most powerful weapon that we can use to change the world. And with that said, education has drastically changed in less than a year. I was actually counting the months today as I was planning something out. It's like we're 7.5 months there, almost 8 months since we started this, but we are still doing our best to educate, and it's a team effort. Team being teachers, administrators, support staff, and parents. We're here trying to educate the best that we can our students so they can, do something in this world. And now with this virtual learning, virtual teaching, all these tools that are available, we want to do the best that we can to provide them the tools that they can leave, the district ready to encounter the real world, whether it's a 4-year university, a technical college, the military, whatever it is. But, we want to be there for our students. A little bit about me. I'm Obed Hernandez. I am the new Instructional Technology Officer for the district. I'm here to help and assist teachers, students, and you parents just to navigate the use of educational technology effectively. I have been in the district. This is my 12th year. I call this home. For 10 years, for 10 and a half years, I was a social studies teacher at the high school, girls soccer coach, and sometime in December, I became the instructional specialist at the high school. from the entire district. So I'm excited and passionate about educational technology, and I will give you my contact info at the end. So to start off, Parent Portal. It's a tool that we have here at the district for you to check grades, check attendance, get some notifications from for your students. This is for you only. You access it by going through the SEISD.net website. In it, you'll go to a tab that says Family. In the Family tab, it will open up, and somewhere around the middle on the right side, you'll find the Frontline Parent Portal. Once you click on it, it's going to take you to the Frontline Portal, which will allow you to either register or sign on. If you've already done it, a lot of you already did this in registration, and some of you have used it before. For those of you that haven't, I'll take you step by step in how you can register for information on the Parent Portal. And I'll click here. And what this is, I'm opening up the step-by-step guide and self-serve instructions on how you can register. Once you register your student and you are the guardian, the parent, the guardian, you will automatically, once you go through the steps of registering, you will be prompted the students that belong to you in a way. So you would hit register once you're in Frontline. From there, you would put your last name, first name, put your student's ID number. Any of them would work. And then that's where you create your user ID. You'll enter a password, re-enter the password, and then a security question with a security answer for you to have this activated. Don't worry if you lose your password, it's okay. We all do it all the time. You can always contact the registrar or the attendance officer at your campus. After registering, you'll see the page below that says it's click OK and then proceed to the login. Once you're in it, these are the things that you're going to be able to do, and I'll just show you a couple of things. You're going to be able to check the attendance, which right now it's very important. I know that we're virtual learning, virtual teaching, remote learning, whatever you want to call it. Attendance is important for everybody, right? So that's where you can check to see. I know some of you have to work and you leave your children at home, so you can check to see if they attended the classes or not. Check report cards, check progress report grades every 3 weeks. You can email the teacher if you have any concerns or you want to set up a conference. Any medical information that you need to know or that you have shared. And the cool thing is this notification of grades and more. So one of the things you'll see, and again, is it's going to look a little bit different right now because the way that teachers are entering their attendance just looks a little bit different in the sense that instead of present, it's going to be an RA. So that's what you're looking for. You're looking for once you go into the Parent Portal and you go to attendance, the attendance tab, you will be looking for RAs. That means that your child attended. You don't want to see a U or RU. That means that they did not attend. So teachers are doing their best to try to put in attendance as quick as possible. So that's what you're looking for. Depending on what campus you are, your child might lose credit for not being there for several of the classes. So that's something you can check on. After logging into the parent self-serve, you can also select to see the various students that you have. So you can click on, if you have a student in the middle school, a student at Loya, you can toggle between them. You can see one of the good things, and right now I'm going to talk about Google Classroom, but I want to say that the Parent Portal is access to Teams and is access to the gradebook. So it's what really matters when it comes to grades. So it's like the official gradebook. So this is what we really want to check on to see if your student is your child is doing what they need to be doing. So you'll get a little report. You'll get the title of the assignments, the value that the teacher gave it, the class average, and then when the assignment was assigned, and then when it's due or was due. So these are important to know because this is your actual grade. So just keep an eye on that, and that's where you can decide, you know what, my child is falling behind. That's when you yourself can take the initiative of making the intervention. Hopefully, if a child's failing by then, within a few weeks, you will be contacted by the teacher, but it's something that you can keep track of. I know that we trust our kids. Our kids mean everything, and you think they're telling you the truth, but then they're not. So we just have to double check sometimes, and the parent portal is a great way to double check that they make sure that they're doing the work. I had the issue with my son, who always been a B straight A student, and then all of a sudden 5 weeks in he's failing all of his classes, and you know what, it was our fault because we didn't really keep up on it. And every day now, especially now that the new 9 weeks started, gave him a call. Hey, did you do everything? So he knows that he's going to get a call every day, and I'm going to be checking his power score and what they call it. So you can email a teacher. If you go here again on the dashboard, there's email a teacher. You can you get the teacher's name and so forth, and you can also find their email there if you want to send a private email as well. But you can do this through the portal as well. Just any concerns that you might have, anything that you want to say, and if you want to set up a conference or not, you can do it through here. And the last thing, which I think is very cool, if you want parent self-serve to automatically notify you when your child has an absence or a tardy or a missing assignment, a grade, or when a grade drops below a certain grade, you can even do that. So you can attack the problem before it arises. So this is a really cool tool that a parent self-serve has and that you can use. So what this is these are the notifications. You go to notifications and you can see if there's unexcused absences. Depending if you're in the middle school or the high school, they go to 7-8 classes a day. So if the first time it happens, you'll get notified, or every time it happens, you can select that. Tardies right now, well, since we're doing remote, tardies are not into effect and into account as much, but just know when they do go back, that's going to be something that's going to be noted there. As far as your daily assignments and if anything's missing, if anything's incomplete, if you turn these on, the moment that the teacher puts a missing assignment, puts a 0 or an incomplete, you'll get that notification. And the coolest thing right here again is if there's an assignment that is below a 70 and you activate this, then you'll get that notification. So make sure that you do keep an active email, because that's where you will be receiving your notifications, and also just do due diligence of logging on to the parent portal so you can check that information. Grades as well. In the current grading cycle, whenever any grade averages below a 70, you'll get notified. Progress reports, if you activate this, and again, you can put different grades, whatever you want to. If you want to do an 85, you can do that, and report card grade. So this is something that you can activate. I think it's really cool to be on top of your children, because we trust them. I know, but sometimes esos mocosos, right? You're able to retrieve the same information using the Teams mobile app. So it's on a mobile device, right? Instructions are posted on the parent portal tab, so you can use that. So you can have it on your phone. Again, like I said, if you forget your login information, your password, or are unable to view all your children, remember every child is registered to you. So if you don't have one of them there, then just call the registrar or the attendance clerk of your campus, or the campus that your student goes to, and then they can get that going for you. Okay, so that's a parent portal. Next, I'm going to talk about HelloID. I think it's a resource that, to be honest, we are underutilizing as a district, both as teachers, administrators, and students, right? And this is a tool for your child. So when this meeting is over, you should go to your child and ask them, do you know what HelloID is? If they don't, now you can tell them what it is and how it can help them. Every day, students have to log on to various platforms, apps, links, whatever it is. We try as a district to keep everything in a one-stop shop, right? So on the back end, there's a handshake that the company does with our Active Directory, and it allows us to put everything on HelloID. So the moment that your child logs on to HelloID, they're going to have access to all of their apps. So we go to HelloID. It's found in the SEISD.net. It's somewhere in the middle. They access here with their credentials, and once they access with their credentials, they're going to take them to something that looks like the following. Again, each student might look different depending on what campus they are in. And this is what the single sign-on does, is that the moment the kid logs on, saves it in the cookies, and then that way every time they click that link, it automatically signs them on. It saves them some time. And again, you see all the ones that are active. If it says new, that means that the student hasn't really logged on, and I'll show you a little bit of what that is. So it will prompt you to this, and something that I need to tell you as well, if your student has a district Chromebook, the moment that the student turns on the Chromebook, they will see this. And a lot of students just bypass it and they don't even get into it. So it's important that if they have a Chromebook, to go ahead and do it. We are working to see maybe we can provide an extension that automatically for all devices will be able to be. They will have access to it. So we're working on that. Once they type in their credentials, again, this is student credentials. Once they type it in, they will see something similar to this. And this is an example of a high school student. And this student had never really logged on to HelloID. And the reason that I know that and we know that is because all of these are new. They really didn't go into these because every time, if it says new, you have to go in there once. Like for this one, in the case of Destiny, if you go to Destiny, this is the first time you're logging on, you have to log on. Once you do go on, then the new button will go away. So this is something, again, it saves time. It keeps everything in one hub for the students. Yes, will there be other apps and resources that the teacher uses? Yes, but this is trying to keep everything all at once, and the important ones are here. You'll see Google Classroom access, their email. Sometimes students struggle getting to their email. They can do it through here. See, if there's a high school student that has their textbooks, there's some great instructional videos that our instructional officers did that can help them maneuver through things. These are really good. And again, all the different apps that they might use. So that is HelloID. Please ask your student if they know what that means. If they don't, just tell them, hey, it's a one-stop shop where it has all the stuff that you're going to use for the day, for the week. That's HelloID. And again, we only have these. Other districts have a bunch more. So we're trying to keep everything all together at once. Next thing is want to stay in the loop with your child's Google Classroom assignments. You can get weekly and daily assignments with Google Classroom Guardian summaries. So this is a really cool tool. Again, our LMS, our learning management system, is Google Classroom, and it has some cool little perks like having the student in the classroom, but also having the teacher, the parent receive their summaries. So I'll take you some step-by-step things that you can do. So as a guardian, you can get email summaries about your student's activity in classroom. Email summaries do not include grades. Remember that the grades are found in Teams, in the parent portal, in the self-serve. That's where you want your grades. Teachers do give grades in Google Classroom, but just note that not all the grades on Google Classroom will actually transfer over to the parent portal. So if you want to check on grades, you can go through there or just contact a teacher and email them. What's in the summaries, you can get the missing work. So if there's any work that your child has not done, you'll get a notification, a summary of that. Upcoming work, so say a teacher assigned something today and it's due on Friday, you would get that you would get that upcoming work on what is due. Class activities, and this one was a really good one because not everything that the teachers post on Google Classroom is an assignment, right? Something is a post, a reminder, questions of the day, just a notification about something. So you will be able to see that. You will be able to see what your child sees. And I'll take you step by step. So through the parent portal, you can get access to the teacher's email. Once you have the email, then you can send the teacher an email saying, hey, can you add me to my child's Google Classroom? And they'll put your email. That's why it's important to have an active email so you can get these summaries, right? You can also, when you register, you can actually put your email there so that way you can get notifications through there. I think that this year we did a better job of getting emails from parents. So some parents might already be there. And again, it's not a requirement, a teacher to add a parent. So that's why you got to let them know, hey, can you add me to get the summaries? So the way it looks like is once you are added, you will get an email to your email. This was for my son last year. I was actually able to go back to get these. So you would receive this in your email. You would hit accept. If you are not if somebody sends you by accident, if you're not the guardian, then just select not the guardian. I do recommend that in order for you to have better access in terms of notifications, because it is to have a Gmail account, okay? An active Gmail account, because through the Gmail account, you can change the settings. You can change the settings to receive them daily or to receive them weekly. If you don't have a Gmail account, you only receive weekly summaries. Just FYI on that. So it will look like this. Once you actually hit accept, it's you're using a Gmail account, you're able to change how you want your summaries delivered daily or weekly. So that's up to you. I had it daily just because I wanted to keep up with my son, but after a while, I got a little overwhelming. And once I knew that he was doing okay, especially at the beginning of 9 weeks, it's good to know what they're doing and seeing if they're keeping up, right? And then after them, you can give them a little bit of leeway and just do the weekly. Choose the time. We're Mountain Standard Time, so you would choose that one. And that's the summaries that you get from there. What do you see in them? Like I said, you get announcements. This was at the end of the school year last year for my son, so some farewell comments by the teachers. Here on this one over here, you see the assignment when it's due, an announcement by the teacher, by the class. So you would get all of them. So if you have, each teacher will have to add you. It's not like if one teacher and then you get all of them. No, you would have to get it from each of the teachers. So that is a very cool thing to keep up to date. And again, separate parent portal and separate Google Classroom summaries. Parent portal is the official grade, what really counts, goes in the report card. And that's throughout the 9 weeks, right? And Google Classroom summaries is that weekly thing, weekly, daily assignments, notifications, announcements that the teacher does. So they are a little bit different. Okay, so my information, again, I'm not just here for teachers and students. I'm here for you guys as well. If you have any questions about the use of an application, if your student is struggling and you want to know a little bit more on how you can help them, you can contact me, especially any Google apps. Like, I'm your guy when it comes to Google. So here's my email is obedh@seisd.net. You can reach me at edtechseisd Twitter. I have a little issues with that one. And also at Coach Obed at Twitter. You can call me at the office. It's 3493, or here's my Google Voice. If it's after hours, you can, if you really need to contact me, there's my Google Voice number as well. And things that I can help you with, again, can help you and your child are setting up an email. If you really want a Gmail and you don't have one, we can help you with that. Or we can also give you a community seisd.net email. That's something that we can do as well at the technology department. All things Google, from the Drive, which is the storage where everything is stored, Google Classroom if you're a student, or if you just have a wondering question about Google Classroom and how teachers are using it, Google Meet and know that Google Meet will have a lot of different features from now on. So if you wanna have a discussion, wanna know more, I can help you with that. Google Slides, Google Doc, Google Jamboard, which is being used a lot by teachers, especially at the elementary level. Flipgrid, Pear Deck, or Nearpod, I'm here. Anything that has to do with educational technology, I can support you with that. Just note that I am not a technician. I can't hack into a computer. I don't know how to do that, but I can show you how to use a resource or anything that your student is using. And that's it. Many thanks. Thank you again for your time. I'll pass it back to Flor. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Obed Hernandez. We do have some questions from parents, but there's one that one of the parents asked in Spanish.
Okay.
And Ms. Frias, you're more than welcome to ask yours because Mr. Obed will give you a better answer than myself. I'm gonna go with the parent, Ms. Ruby. She's asking if there's a way to make videos out of what you're presenting in a sense of how to use the parent portal, the purpose of the parent portal, and the other apps, like a video, I guess in a sense, being more visual, especially for grandparents that are the ones that take care of the students. I guess if we have it like on videos on how to log into parent portal, how to register with parent portal, is there a way that we can have videos on
Yeah, and I think I think she's asking, creo que para to recording this video. I think that's what she means about recording this video, right? And they can see it again. I think that's what it is. So you will have a recording of that, Flor? Yes?
No, déjeme leerle.
Sí. A ver, creo que sería más fácil para ellos pasarles un video.
Dice, harán videos explicando en qué se basa y para qué sirve el portal de padres u otras aplicaciones como Class Dojo para los padres que no saben aún cómo sirven o cómo se usan. Aún veo que preguntan eso. I guess especially like the grandparents are taking care of some of our students, and I think it's more visual for them.
Ms. Flor, I can open that microphone if she wants to ask herself, and if she wants Flor.
The thing is that, I think I did tell her that she could ask after the Mr. Obed's presentation, but she says that she's not having a good audio.
No, and yes, we have a lot of instructional videos at the back of the nest, and I am working on a website to just be instructional based. So those are coming, and there is a lot already in the back of the nest website, right, Horacio? A lot of those instructional videos are there they're both in English and in Spanish for parents to see. But I think one is missing about the parent portal, so we'll go ahead and attach the document that I showed. And also we can make a video if it's a lot easier for them as well. So yes,
let me upload the link. I'll copy the link here to the Sora at the Nest. That way people can click on it and they can navigate to the website.
Yes, because as a matter of fact, I did inform the parent that your presentation is on the link that it was posted in Spanish. That way that they can have more access to it. And Ms. Frias' question, she says that are the summaries by subject or all subjects?
Yeah, so each individual teacher will have to add them to receive the summary. So I think the contact needs to come from the parent to add them. So a parent will have to email all, say it's a middle school student and they have 8 classes, email all the teachers, can you add me as a guardian? And then the teachers will just go ahead and add them to the summaries, and they will receive it by class.
Mr. Hernandez Obed?
Thank you.
Yes.
Can I ask you to show them the back of the nest? I know that we put it on the link here, but it's very simple. If you could just share your screen to show them where to go, you just go to the main web page, and you go under Find Fast, you'll find the box for Sort the Nest, and then you scroll down and you see the instructional videos there. It's very easy to locate. Watch, just scroll down right there in your screen. Scroll
Yeah, it's
down.
already here.
You don't have to type it in right there at the corner box, that last one, right there.
Yeah, and so we also have the HelloID here, and then we have the Soar at the Nest.
If you scroll down there, you'll see the video options that we have.
It's right here. So we here at the Soar at the Nest, we have the instructional videos on how to use certain things. And I think we might be missing maybe one for Class Dojo, but something that we can definitely do.
Right. And so those are there already in their English and Spanish.
Pero eventualmente va a ser el de Class Dojo, por decir.
Sí.
Okay.
So a request, whatever request videos that the parents want, we can go ahead and make those.
Okay.
You take request?
Request, yes.
La puerta negra.
Ya está.
Excepto.
Esa sí me la sé.
Okay.
Any other question? Otra pregunta que tengan los papás? Another question from our parents? Let me check on the chat. We don't have anything else on the chat.
Ms. Flor, I can also open the microphones if they want to talk or they want to ask a question live.
Yes, please.
It must be completed once a year.
Okay, the microphones are open.
The application for the upcoming school year is available as of October 1st.
Who has a question?
You have a question?
FAFSA and the TAFA for the 2021-2022 school year will open.
I think somebody's watching one of the videos.
The videos.
Oh,
The FAFSA can be completed on the web.
Good news. Any questions from parents?
Also have the option to
do we have any questions from parents?
you can also complete the FAFSA. You have the ability to switch between the online form and the mobile app with easy transition.
I don't think so.
As previously stated, FAFSA is not only used to determine your eligibility for federal, state, and institutional financial.
I don't think we have any more questions, Dr. Mesa.
All right. Well, we'd like to thank everyone for their assistance. I'd like to thank all of our team, San Elizario I.S.D, for doing your part. Parents, remember that this is your space. This is where we come to you with information on tidbits that can help you. We welcome all questions. Please remember you have Ms. Floresa's email, contact information, anything that you need, please let her know and she makes us full aware. And we'll try to get those answers and responses back. And that also includes training. We'd like to thank our Board of Trustees, Mrs. Licon and Mrs. Hernandez. Thank you for joining us. And to you, our parents, thank you so much. We know out of a lot of things you have to do at home, you choose to spend your time learning more about how you can help your children and yourself. So we thank you for that. As a reminder, like I did this morning, we do know that the cases regarding our pandemic across the world are happening, but in El Paso, we've made national news. That's not what we want to be making the national news for. So I am imploring, please continue to be the models for your children. Teach them to make sure that they wear their masks, that they continue to wash their hands, and that they learn about the social distancing. That is very, very important. If we continue to work on that, we can do our part, and it takes us to do our part so that we can try to improve what's happening right now in El Paso, particularly in San Elizario, how we can help each other stay safe. We want our students back in school and we want them to be safe. And we also want our teachers and staff and everyone to be safe as well. So thank you so much for joining us, and we're wishing everybody a great afternoon. Thank you once again.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you.